My name is Mackenzie Beauvais-Nikl, and I am an athlete. I've been competing in Special Olympics for, I think, 12 to 13 years. So I play 2 sports every season, but I always pick my favorite ones to compete in, and that would be snowboarding, soccer, basketball, flag football, and volleyball. So I was adopted when I was 2 weeks old to 2 wonderful parents. Oh my God, they're like the best. I love them so much. If I didn't have them, I think I would be in jail or in a group home because of all the behaviors that I had and just not having like the support that they have. There's no such thing as a bad kid, but I had really bad behaviors, meaning like hitting, spitting, cussing, running away from my mom and doing violent stuff with her because I wasn't able to communicate what I needed at the time. Tennyson Center helped me like with therapy, speech therapy, behavior therapy, and all of that stuff. So it was super nice to have that support, and then I can take it from there after I graduated from Tennyson Center to like my normal school. So after Tennyson Center, I transitioned into TJ, and I was still that quiet kid, still had really bad behaviors. The first 2 years I didn't really have a friend circle because I was still getting to know TJ and how I should fit in at the time, but that didn't really work out well because I hung out with like bad people. And then I just figured out I just need to hang out with the special ed department because that's where I felt more like myself and able to just be myself and not have to act a certain way. And so that's when I found my happy place.
I have known Mackenzie since 2011, and we met through Denver Parks and Rec programming, doing both Special Olympics and other adaptive programs. When I first met Mackenzie, it was in a program that was not actually a Special Olympics program, and I had heard a ton about her from other staff already by this point, so I was excited to meet her, and we had a very challenging start. She likes to tell people that we had a love-hate relationship from the beginning, which is completely true, mostly in that I loved to challenge her and she hated it.
I did not like Aspen at all. I was not having her.
I loved her as a person, but we definitely had some things that we had to get through, and then luckily she's great at communicating, and we had some tough conversations, and everything just went so much better after that. One of the first programs, it may have been the first time I met Mackenzie, we were doing a class, and there were about 6 other participants in the program, and I was trying to teach this kind of sensitive topic, and Mackenzie would make a joke and everybody would laugh. Or Mackenzie would ask a question and take it seriously, and everybody would get engaged and want to know the answer. So I was noticing that everything she's doing, people are following. It was nothing that, we had set up to kind of find or look into. It was just observing her from the very beginning, which was what led to me pushing her more in those directions that eventually she got used to. But it was just seeing it like front and center. There was no denying that it was just emanating from her. So being able to convince her that it was all true, that I wasn't just wanting her to do this extra work or badgering her, but being able to kind of take those energies and that influence and channel it and focus it so that it benefited her, but it also benefited the other people she was with. And I think once she saw that kind of coming to fruition, then she really just dove in head first.
Me and Aspen have a really good bond because she was actually the one that saw that I am a good leader, and so like I don't think I would like be able to be here if it wasn't for Aspen, just seeing how good I am and that I have a chance to change my leadership role. And then 2 years ago, I was nominated to be a fitness captain, or 3 years ago, and that's how I kind of took off, like started spreading my wings with all of the leadership stuff that Special Olympics has offered. So like fitness captain, and then being a global youth ambassador, and being able to just help other athletes who are struggling and find their voice in what they want. Before being a fitness captain, I was like not fat, but like not healthy. And being able to teach the other athletes how to be healthy and get fitness and drink all their water. So just seeing the other athletes like achieving their fitness goals and all of that stuff is really fun.
She's great at leading her team, but also really recognizing in herself those times when she needs to be more of a leader, or she needs to be less of whatever the given situation is putting her into. There are times when she knows that she needs to look to a coach, or she knows that she needs to look to a teammate, or she knows that she needs to look to herself. And those things on the field are just irreplaceable in an athlete.
Having high functioning autism is a journey. Every day is kind of hard, but in a good way too. Like the downside is to it, like I feel like some people have really big expectations for me that I can't really get there yet, you know? And then sometimes it's a good thing because then I don't need like reminders to do stuff. Like sometimes I do, but sometimes I don't. But like just having high functioning autism is like cool too, because like I am able to communicate with people, and I can drive, I can work. I don't need like someone with me all the time anymore. I still have trouble, advocating for myself here and there, but when I do, I feel so good. It's like, yeah, I just did that all by myself. I didn't need my mom. I didn't need anybody in my group of friends to help me out. I did that by myself, and I feel so proud afterwards, knowing that I can stick up for myself and I don't need my mom to come help me or anything. And then now I can advocate for my fellow athletes, people without disabilities who are struggling, or all of that stuff. I think even having a disability and like knowing that someone with a disability is always going to be there no matter what, just talk to them. Tell them just take time, talk to people, talk to someone that has autism, or talk to someone that has a disability, and don't always assume that they're slower than other people, because we're actually pretty bright in so many ways. I mean, we might take over the world one day, you never know.